Hello, hello, and today we're going to be talking about sex, sacred energy exchange. Now, what you must understand is that your energy, everything that your physical body is doing is coming from the ether. So your energy of your body, your aura is all etheric. And this is the life force behind your body. And this is what you are exchanging when two people interact. When you interact, you are exchanging this etheric life force energy, which is very, very powerful. Now, the sexual energy within the human is the most powerful energy and the most powerful emotion that you could possibly feel. This is why lust is so hard to come over, especially when you're addicted to them, to watching them dirty websites, because the power of the sexual emotion completely takes over the body, takes over the mind, it takes over the spirit. It's so powerful. And that's why it's personified as the serpent tempting you. And you can see the serpent in the letter S because S is the energy, the sexual energy, the serpent energy, the Kundalini energy. It's all related. Now, sex is a very, very sacred thing, and it should not be performed with just anyone and anything. You are exchanging not only sacred energy, your etheric life force energy, you are exchanging DNA. Every time you even kiss someone, you're exchanging your DNA and their DNA with each other, which is altering your both of your DNA. Now, when sex is performed, you have the masculine and the feminine coming together, the fire and the water. Water represents femininity, or the what's it called? Yeah, feminine, and then fire represents masculine. And you can see this in the triangles. Now, fire goes upwards in a triangle and water goes downwards. So this is why it's that way in the alchemical symbols. These are very ancient symbols. These symbols are thousands and thousands of years old to represent. Yeah, when a man is truly masculine, he has a fire nature. He's action taking. He's uh, not aggressive, but you know what I'm trying to say. Aggressive in taking action, electricity, doing, leading. That is a masculine role. It represents the conscious mind. The feminine represents the water, the emotion, the emotional side of consciousness. Submissive, taking cleansing, very taking care of things, nurturing. This is the divine masculine and feminine. They are two polar opposites. They are completely different. So if you don't understand the your woman, or you don't understand your your boyfriend, you must understand that he is the complete opposite the way you think. If you want to understand her, you must think the complete opposite of you. Male, we think logically. Females, they think emotionally. And we must balance them in our own beings as well. The male must become more emotional, and the female must become more logical to have balance. Anyways, I'm getting off track. When these two come together, this is when creation happens. When the two polar opposites come to one and unify, which is the Star of David. When this unifies, this is when creation happens. This is very, very powerful. This is when birth happens. It also happens when we balance the two hemispheres of our brains. When we sync the hemispheres of the brain, and if you've been doing the meditations in the meditation section, and you've been doing the hemispheric, CIA document, CIA gateway process, that's when you are born again. That's when you're born into spirit, into your consciousness. And the two hemispheres, left masculine, right feminine, when these sync, it becomes, but you become born again. You can have out of body experiences. It's the same uh with when two male and females come together, creation happens. Now, what you must understand is that everything you do physically has an astral counterpart. everything you do is done in the astral plane as well. This is why, you know, the ancients used to wear symbols, because symbols are very powerful. I'll make a whole other lecture on symbols. But everything you do is done on the astral as well, because you are in the astral now. You are in the etheric plane. You are in the mental plane. You are in each one of these planes now. And these planes are so important for you to understand reality. You can't, you know, live your life without understanding these realities. I'm sure there's lectures on this. There's loads of lectures on this that I've done. Go check them out if you don't know what these planes are. So this is the physical plane. This is your body. This is where they keep you. Three-dimensional awareness. They keep your mind, which is up here, trapped in physicality through the Newtonian way of thinking. The Newtonian science is trapping your mind in physicality. They changed everything, you see. So the ancients knew that they were the universe experiencing itself. They were a microcosm of the universe. The body is a miniature earth, and their mind was the universe. This is how the ancients thought, and this is how I think. This is how I know. However, the Newtonian way of science came in to disconnect us from the universe and came in and said, no, you are in a universe and you are not the universe. That's what they teach now. They teach that you are just inside of a physical creation. They trap you in physicality. They tell you that your mind is just activity of the brain, which is not true. Once you understand these planes, once you have an out of body experience, you then understand these planes. They are very, 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 very real. So magic is all to do with the astral plane, and sex is a form of magic. It's a ritual. It's a ritual. Everything you do is a ritual because you do it in the astral as well. So when sex is performed, you are actually entangling your emotional and astral light bodies. So this is what happens. So you have an astral contract. You can do these in many different ways when it comes to, you know, magic. You can do these in many different ways. When people sell their souls, or quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, they're not selling their soul. You're gaining an astral contract with these entities on the other side. So astral contracts can be made in many different ways. It can be done by exchanging blood. It can be done by uh, casting spells on people, powerful spells and spell casting. It can be done in many different ways, but sex is one of the ways where you create an astral contract. You are now entangling that person with yourself. You are because the emotions exist on the astral plane. So emotions are entangled. So my emotions, you know, let's say I had sex with someone years down the line, or even the next day, their emotions will affect you and their internal state will affect you. Their mental state will affect you. You are entangling each other on an astral level. You see, the astral plane is the realm of imagination, it's the realm of light. And this is where you're becoming entangled. And you are placing each other in your hearts because your heart never forgets anything. This holds all of the important things. The heart is kind of like a brain. Well, it is a brain. It has 40,000 neuron cells, which are the same in the cranial brain. That was a science discovery recently. So your heart is a brain, it's the emotional brain. However, it stores different things than the cranial brain. So when you have sex, you're creating astral contracts. So this is why the ancients always said, never have sex before marriage. You're marrying each other on the astral when you do this. You're marrying each other. And this is why Christianity, Buddhism, or all these different religions, they tell you not to have sex with just random people. They tell you not to have sex until you are married. This is why, because all of these modern day teachings that we have all stem back thousands and thousands of years to these teachings, what I'm telling you, of the occult, of the esoteric. But this is hard to believe because you've been told your whole life you're just a physical being. It's not true. Your emotions are not physical. So now that you understand these planes, so what happens when you get someone pregnant? Now, the woman is the master builder. She has been chosen to carry a portal between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, the astral and the physical. That's what the woman is, a womb man, woman. This is very powerful and it's being suppressed. You know, our whole lives, we don't really get told what the womb is, how it even works, how it creates a whole human being. It turns a single cell into a whole human living being. That is how powerful the womb is. And they suppress this knowledge and it's hidden within secret societies because they don't want you to know how powerful women truly are. Women are very powerful. You see, women are more, they protect the spiritual side of man, while the man protects the woman physically. You see, the man is he represents physicality. The woman represents spirituality, spirit and matter, light and dark. That's what it represents. And the woman holds a portal. So once you ejaculate into a woman, this now creates a portal within the astral plane. Now, what did I say? What sex is? It's a ritual. Remember that there are higher astral planes, there are middle planes, and there are lower planes. Rituals are either summoning the higher astral plane or the lower astral plane or the middle. So when you do this ritual, sex is a ritual, you are either summoning higher beings or lower beings, depending on the type of depending how you do the ritual. If you do sex and engage in low vibrational sex based on lust, based on desire, based on no true feelings, there's no passion in the sex, there's no feelings between you two, you are engaging in low vibrational sex for your own pleasure. But remember, you can't fake in the astral plane. The astral plane works on vibration. The physical plane, you can fake it. But if I could see you in the astral plane, I could see you for your raw form. I would see your vibration. I would see your mind manifesting the way you think. You see, so in the astral, you can't fake it. You are your raw form. You can see people's soul in the astral. You can see, because everything you think is manifested into the astral. And the way you think is affecting your astral body. So in the astral, most people are walking around as demons because they're that negative. Their mind spaces are so negative, and they're literally demons. Their souls are dark, are so dark, they're not light. So, anyways, the way I was getting on is that when you perform sex, you need to do it properly, or else you will incarnate a low vibrational soul into your child, a sun. The sun in the sky represents the soul. You're bringing a soul into the physical plane. That's what you're doing when you have sex, when you impregnate a woman. Now, you can do this consciously. You can soul invoke ritual. It's called the soul invoking ritual. I'm talking about it in the new book, Book of Wisdom Volume 2. It'll be ready for you guys very soon. You'll have early access to it if you're inside the university. So when you have sex and you're engaging in low vibrational sex, the vibration is so low in the astral, you're manifesting lower astral entities. And when you open that portal in the lower astral, you're going to get a lower astral soul into the woman. Okay? So this is why you need to make sure that you are doing it properly. And when you have a child, you want to make sure that you perform the ritual properly in a high vibrational state. Because remember, everything you do is in the astral, as above, so below. So to ensure this process attracts the right high vibrational soul, you need to create the environment. So first, you need to purify the space by banishing negative energy through the use of burning herbs such as sage, rosemary, or bay leaves. Ancients used to do this. We still do this today. Burning these Because remember, everything has an astral body. Everything you see has an astral form. So when you use, the ancients knew the qualities and the different meanings of different leaves. So they'd use these leaves to burn, to clear and banish negative energy in the astral around them. So you use them, you burn the area and you cleanse the area. And then before engaging in the sex magic ritual, both partners should focus on raising their energy and the frequency of the surroundings and themselves. This achieved by chanting high vibrational words of light, setting positivity, loving intention. Both partners need to align their intent with love, light, and high vibrational emotions. During the sexual act, maintain deep sense of love and passion to enhance the ritual's effectiveness. By focusing on high vibrational energies, the couples can invoke higher astral entities and create a favorable environment for the conception of a soul that resonates with these frequencies. By carefully preparing the space and aligning their intentions, the couple can potentially influence the type of soul that enters the physical plane, the world. You must do this. You must be very, very careful. I mean, you're going to love your child either way. Don't get me wrong, but this is, if you're going to have a child, do this. I'm not going to say you're incarnating a demon into your world, but if you don't do this, but I'm just trying to raise awareness. I'm just trying to give you this stuff and aware you on these topics. Or you could even do a manifestation ritual with sex. Sex is very, very powerful. The energy is very high. The frequency is very high of sex. So, foundation for manifesting intentions. And during sex, the woman's subconscious is wide open. Okay. Because because she represents the subconscious mind. It's the feminine aspect of the mind. And he represents the conscious mind. And during sex, the woman is submissing to the man. So her subconscious is wide open. So when you think and feel during this sexual intercourse, the desired reality that you want during the sex. And this is how you can rapidly reprogram your subconscious. And this will bring something into existence. It can have very powerful effects. See, magic is all about influencing. Magic is magnetism. So that's essentially what you could do. So you could take a screenshot of this and do that. So the woman in the womb is the woman takes the energies of the 12 celestial constellations and takes this energy, harvests this energy, and manifests the baby inside of the womb. The womb is a magnetic womb. She represents magnetism. The woman represents magnetism, the subconscious, and the moon, and emotion and water, all the feminine aspects of creation. So, what are you made out of? You're made in water. Water is very powerful as well. They don't tell you about what water truly is. Water is very, very powerful. Water is conscious. Water is intelligence. All of the elements are intelligent. All of the elements are etheric. They're ethereal beings. They're ethereal spirits. And so essentially you're being created from the 12 constellations and the 7 planets. That's why your body is ruled by the 12 constellations, because your body is created by the 12 constellations. And you are created out of 12 cell salts for the 12 constellations. And you are, in fact, mineral deficient in at least 3 of these cell salts or constellations, because you are in the womb for 9 moons. You're in the womb for 9 moons. The moon is the womb. Okay. The moon represents the womb. Your soul comes through the astral, through the moon, and into the woman. That's the portal. The moon is the portal. The moon is heavily connected with the astral plane. So that's why they say there's souls in the moon and it collects souls, because it technically does. It's connected to the astral. So what's happening when you are born? You're born in 9 moons, Okay, because the woman's directly connected with the cycle of the moon. That's why she has a menstrual cycle every moon, every 28 days, the 28 days of the cycle of the moon, she'll have uh, an egg, because fertility is directly connected with the moon and the cycles of the moon. So you're in for 9 moons, and you are mineral deficient in at least 3 of these constellations. So definitely need to find out what constellations you don't have in your chart, and you need to make sure that you're getting them cell salts into your body, or else this can manifest into something. But as long as you're obviously healthy, you should be fine. But this, if you want to take your health to the next level, this is called medical astrology. This is famous in like Chinese astrology as well, Chinese medicine and stuff like that. So yeah, tantric sex. This is where you do not release your fluids. You shouldn't be releasing your sexual fluids, people. You should not be doing it. This is very, very powerful. And in fact, semen is the astral liquid of the soul. That's what semen is. It has high amounts of etheric energy. When you release, you feel like you you feel dead. You feel like the soul's been sucked out of you. You feel like there's nothing in you. You feel so depleted when you release your fluids, because it's so powerful. It has so much life force, so much etheric energy, so much astral energy, so much minerals. See, this is why so many people are mineral deficient. They may be eating everything they can, like they're really healthy, but if you're releasing every day, that's where all your minerals are. Think about it. That fluid can create a whole other human being. That fluid has all the essential minerals in your body, and it's put into another human being to create another human being. So when you keep it inside of your body, you first of all you get an increase of energy. Second, you stop lusting once you stop touching yourself all the time, and your the body recycles these minerals. It absorbs the minerals in the semen and uses it for itself. This is how sacred. So yes, it's considered the astral liquid of the soul. That's what semen is. So when you have sex, you need to have. There is a way you can have internal orgasms, which can activate the kundalini. This is now a very, very hard, very hard practice. It's called tantric sex, and it's very powerful. It can activate the kundalini. You can use this for spiritual awareness and gaining more, gaining more spiritual enlightenment by doing this. And basically what you're trying to do is not release the fluids, so you're edging, not release, but internalize the orgasm, and you can shoot the semen up the spine. And this is how another way you can raise the chrism to the brain and activate the pineal gland and 100% of your brain cells. So this is another way. You will have to do a bit of research on that, but I've done a little bit of research, but I don't know the full practices and stuff like that. But it's definitely a true thing. All of this is very, very powerful. Sex is very, very powerful. So be careful who you have sex with. Only have sex with people who you think you're going to have a future with, because you're going to have an astral contract with that person. There are ways to banish them through, magic rituals and stuff like that. But I don't know that. I'll do some research and have a look into that for you people, because I'm sure there is some people who can feel they have attachments to people. And that is partly because of the heart. The heart never forgets things. The heart's deeply connected to the subconscious. So, yes, I hope you all enjoyed this. And Book of Wisdom Volume 2 will be ready soon for you people. You will all get a PDF for free if you are inside the Ethereal University. Just want to say thank you all for the amazing support. There's lots and lots of content coming soon. Cosmology, numerology, that will be coming soon as well. And yeah, hopefully the Book of Wisdom will be ready for the end of the month, and you'll all have over 200 pages to be reading on new topics, new occultism, new symbolism, and life-changing knowledge. Thank you all, people. Please feel free to leave a comment underneath this video. Let me know some video ideas. And yeah, we're doing live calls now every Saturday. Every single Saturday. I release like the time on the Friday, what time I'll be doing it. And there'll be live calls. Join me, ask me questions. I'll be doing a lecture, and then at the end you can ask me questions and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you all, people. Hello, people. We're going to be talking about psychology, the subconscious, and how it's basically trying to ruin your life in some sort of way, because your whole life, your subconscious has been programmed. You have programs, and more than likely, if you join this university, you're looking for some sort of advancement in mentally or physically or spiritually, whatever it is. And the subconscious is what is holding you back. Your whole life, you've ingrained your subconscious. You've told your subconscious this is what you want. Your life right now, if you hate your life, your subconscious is manifesting programs where it's basically it likes this life. Your subconscious likes this life that you live, but your conscious mind does not. But your whole life, you've been programming your subconscious, this is what you want. Every word you say, every action you take, everything you listen to is telling your subconscious this is what you want, because it takes everything as truth, and it accelerates everything. Everything you say, whether that is bad or good. So, for example, if you are a loser and you have not much going for you and you want to change your life and you're trying to change your life, but you're finding it so hard to even get out of your room. Let's say you are an introvert, sorry, an introvert where you can't really speak to people. Your subconscious mind is manifesting this program. It's telling you not to speak to people. It's telling you to stay in your room. But every time you consciously walk out of that room, your subconscious will walk you back into that room. But you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep going and taking action and slowly reprogramming the subconscious mind. You want to walk out of the room. You want the financial freedom. If you want financial freedom, but you're in a place now where you don't have it, your subconscious is manifesting your reality. Your subconscious wants you broke. And it wants you because this is the program it's operating on. Your whole life has molded your subconscious mind, and this is what is creating your conscious reality, your external reality. So therefore, you must change it. It will keep you broke until you change them broke programs. That is what the subconscious will do. It will keep you in safety because your whole life you've been wanting safety. If your whole life you wanted fighting, then your subconscious will manifest fighting. Like I said, it will walk you back into the room every time you walk out, but you just have to keep going and rewire the subconscious and change it. You must change the inner to change the outer. You change your internal state to project an outwards reality. Your reality, everything, like every relationship you have, every personal possession you have, everything you listen to, everything you do, every action you take is all a reflection of your internal mind. It's all an aspect of your mind. Every relationship you have is an aspect of your own mind. And whether you observe that or not, your girlfriend, for example, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a boyfriend, do you truly love this person? Or is it coming from a subconscious place of desire or fulfillment of lust? Is it a fulfillment of sexual desire? Or is it a hole that you are trying to fill of aloneness, of being lonely? Do you truly love this person, or is it a shadow trait manifesting on the surface of your reality? You have to deep dive within your mind and question every single person in your life. Why do I have this person in my life? What is it am I trying to gain from them? What is it that this person is fulfilling in my mind? And if it's for negative reasons, then you need to get rid of this person or transmute into something that that is positive in this person. Do you truly want to show love to this person, or is it just A subconscious fulfillment of loneliness. Are you scared, or is it a fear? Is it fear of being alone? Is this why you have people in your life? And you're probably thinking, well, yes, but what if it is? If that is true, everything in the subconscious comes to reality. Does not. It's just a matter of time. The only thing you can control is the time that program will reveal itself. That darkness you have within you will come to light, and you will show it to the person. If you are with that person just for lust and a fulfillment of sexual desire, then it will come to light. For sooner or later, 10 years time, it might take that. It will come to light, and it will create destruction in your life or in their life, which brings you bad karma. It's like a seed. The subconscious is a garden, and every subconscious program is a seed which is slowly growing towards the light. Every thought is a seed which is planting within the subconscious. So you must question every single person in your life. You must question everything you're chasing in your life. Why do you want certain things? Why do you want this person? Why do you want the money? What is it? What is it deep down within you that you want it? Is it for good or is it for bad? And if it's for bad, you need to transmute it or you need to get rid of it. Nothing can fill your holes externally. Now, let me tell you this. Nothing external will ever fill that hole you have inside of you, that that unfulfillment you have within you. Nothing can fill that other than God, other than the higher self, other than pure love and light. Nothing will ever fulfill your needs physically. Nothing in this three-dimensional reality will ever make you happy. I remember when I first started this journey, and I thought, okay, it would bring me happiness. Now, as you go on with your journey, you hit certain milestones and it's not enough. No, and then you come to you sooner rather than later, you come to a realization where nothing tangible will ever fulfill that inner hole you have within you. No car, no money amount, no whatever it is, that house you want, that car you want, them clothes that you want, it will never bring you happiness. Ever. Because this three-dimensional reality is holographic. It's not even real. It's a projection within yourself. And your mind is not even inside of this reality. It's operating on a higher level. You're not from this reality. Your body is a part of this reality. But the higher mind within you, the mind within you, the substance that makes you a conscious being, a being of consciousness of the universe, that universal spark within you it's not a part of this physical existence. Therefore, this physical existence cannot fulfill the desire of this internal substance of the universe. The only thing that can fill this hole within you is love, peace, and unity with the self, and being happy with the self, and being one with your being. Now, that's not to say that we should not strive for greatness in this physical reality, in this physical existence. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should not want to become wealthy, not want financial freedom, and not want the great things in this physical existence and the high end of society. I'm not saying that. You should strive for greatness. You should strive for financial freedom and wealth. It's balancing the inner and the outer self, the physical and the spiritual self. It's balancing. You are physical for a reason. You incarnated for a reason. Therefore, you should balance your inner world with your outer world. But all of your outer world should come from a place of love. This is why you must rewrite the programs here. You must create love-based programs. You must create a base. This base down, we should all have external reality. What in the past has led you to watching this video right now. Therefore, you must keep the mind clean of mastering every single thought that enters the cranium of your brain. You must master everything. You must master this. If you do not master positive thinking, then you will never master your external reality. You'll never have full control over your life. Because if you let external forces control your internal state, then you'll forever be governed. You'll be forever creating someone else's reality and not your own reality. We must take control of our own minds. And how do we do that? Cutting out all of the negative content, all of the things that you take inwards. Your five senses are taking information, which then goes into the mind, the conscious, and then into the subconscious, which then molds your reality. So therefore, if you want to create a certain reality, you must fill your mind with this reality. You must fill it. Fill it with, if you want financial freedom, fill your mind with financial freedom and ideas, and it will become a reality. You see, your brain is producing this reality. What you're experiencing right